Video time. Hey guys, what's up? Yep, I was really awake that entire time, the whole 8 seconds. I am frantic today. What the hell was that about? Hello, it's me, Robin. Remember? I thought it might be kind of fun today to sit down and go over the spooky season live streams, or rather, the fun layout that was created for the spooky season live streams. For those of you who are subscribed who have not noticed, I've been doing a lot of streaming lately. A few days a week, nothing crazy for sure. But nonetheless, it's been fairly consistent all throughout October, and a little bit of September, I think. Now, whenever the spooky season rolls around, I tend to get just a lightning bolt of inspiration. This year, it just so happened to be for live streaming. You see, for at least a year or so, I've been obsessed with the idea of using actual VHS tape to create a specific aesthetic. I'm a big fan of analog horror, and while some do it legit, a lot of other people will just slap effects over the top of their video and call it a day. I always wanted to have the real thing. And what you have to do to get the real thing is use the real thing. So once you finish your final edit, you gotta record it to a VHS tape using a VCR, and then you have to record it back out onto digital media. And it took me a while to finally get all the pieces together to make this work, but nonetheless, I did. And I had the absolute time of my life messing with this stuff. For some strange reason, even though it adds an incredibly unnecessary amount to the workflow, it just makes it all the more satisfying. Nothing to me is more satisfying than watching a project slowly but surely come together exactly as you were envisioning or expecting it to. And for some strange reason, I've always had this belief that there is an art to making things look shittier. You have to do it right. And if you can do it right, making it look shittier will make it look better? You look at channels like, say, Kane Pixels or Local 58, and they do it perfectly. On the analog horror side, of course. On the other side, you have channels like Skycorp Home Video and Boys Club, which use it for comedic effect, and it really, really sells things so much better. And yes, of course, there's a certain amount of nostalgia to it. I was heavily inspired by Halloween commercials that I grew up with watching public television, or seeing television networks really get into the spirit of each part of the holiday season. You remember all those spooky Disney Channel Halloween bumpers? Or God forbid, any other crazy channel, like maybe Adult Swim getting a little into the spirit. It's just so fun, it's so warm, it's so welcoming, and there's something in particular about the Halloween season that just erases bad feelings, erases negativity, and in that spirit, I just thought, how could I use it in a live stream sense? There's always been this idea in the back of my mind to treat my live stream almost like it were a television broadcast, so to speak. And while I don't think we absolutely nailed it this time around, because like a lot of my projects, I was just flying by the seat of my pants, okay? I did not really have a whole lot written out. A few of these fake commercials that I'm going to be showing you here were not written. We just did them. We turned the camera on and we went for it because we had a quick idea, and I think it worked out. But making all of these takes a lot of time, and to this day, even though the spooky season is come and gone, there's at least a couple things I didn't have the time to make, or viewers of the live stream didn't even get to see. Sorry, incredibly long-winded introduction to what I wanted to do for live streaming this past month, which was make it look like an old analog TV broadcast. To a certain degree, there's only so much I can do. I'm not going to try and run my actual stream through a VCR. No one would want to watch that. So, you have to keep that in mind as well. The idea was, whenever I hit Be Right Back as a source in OBS, it would randomly begin to play a We'll Be Right Back bumper, a fake commercial, a loop, and it would just randomly choose and keep going on loop until I came back, like a set of shitty commercials. Let me just show you a little bit of what we did.
Hello there, my friends! I hope you're enjoying yourself this spooky live stream. We here at Robin Industries LLC would like to remind you to take your popcorn with you when you leave. Keep your desks and rooms clean. This show is sponsored by Robin and contributions from viewers like you! Also, to the viewer driving a white Toyota Yaris, your car is gone. Have a spooky time!
I'll be right back, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic time. I know I am, but at this precise moment, I must pee! In the meantime, why don't you speak amongst yourselves about, well, anything really. Anything except for eggs. For the love of God, keep the eggs out of the conversation, or so help me.
You've been watching a grown man streaming on YouTube. He'll be right back, so don't you go anywhere, folks, or else.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't you touch that dial, folks. We'll be right back after these spooky and completely real and legitimate paid-for messages. And because the host has to take a pee. He'll be back soon, though. Don't you worry.
Hey there, champ. Are you still sad about your mom dying?
Yeah.
Well, cheer the fuck up, you loser. We've got cookies!
Cookies?
That's right, cookies. The make anything better favorite snack time food. Just make sure to heat your oven up to 350 spooky degrees, and that shit'll be done in no time. Just make sure not to look too closely at the packaging, you freak.
Gee, thanks, Mr. Narrator. You sure were right.
You're welcome, son. Pillsbury pre-made cookies. The cookies you make when you don't want to actually make anything at all. Not suitable for kids, dogs, cats, moms, uncles, grandmothers, or secretaries you've been side-eyeing.
Hey man, is there any beer? No.
Oh, yeah, whatever, man. No beer for when you want some beer, but there is none. So suck it. No beer. Bye now. Hey there, champ. How you doing?
Oh, well actually...
That's just super, bud, but it's my turn to talk.
Okay.
Did you know super chats are the best way to try and force your favorite streamer to do silly things?
What's a super chat?
Super chats. Money loss for funny gains. Call the totally real number on your screen now, or just hit the button.
Now, since the scary season is over, so is this set of commercials and bumpers, at least for now. None of this stuff will ever permanently be going away, but what I'm hoping is as the streams go on, they will compound as I create more, and then eventually I've got hundreds of clips, videos, loops, songs, you name it, so that whenever it's Halloween time, oh my god, an easy transition. I don't have to go out and scramble to make like 25 individual assets. And the same thing with maybe Christmas if I'm feeling it. So I do have a semblance of an idea here. By the way, if you've made it this far in, I just want to stress real quick, this doesn't mean I'm completely transitioning over into streaming. I'm not going to be doing that. This isn't a live stream only channel, but I figured it would be smart in between times where I have a video idea or I'm inspired to make a video, why not do something, you know? It's been fun, it's been therapeutic, it's been very, very helpful for someone who sits in their basement bedroom 24 hours a day, not really doing a whole lot. Stimulates the old brain getting to talk to a bunch of you whenever you come by. And there you go. A few games that we played were Luigi's Mansion, Silent Hill 2 Remake, we played through Monster House all in one stream, and of course, all of these games were being streamed from their original hardware, which most people wouldn't really care about. Most folks would go and emulate it, and it'll look way better, maybe even run way better. I thought it might be kind of cute to have a little memory card specifically for the live streams for PlayStation 2, same thing with the Wii, leveraging some of the older, more retro consoles that I have collected the past few years into getting some use, getting the cobwebs and dust off of them a little bit. It's been really, really, really cool getting the chance to play the games on their original hardware and be able to stream it all. I don't want this to come off as me being just some nostalgia-writing nerd who's gonna give up on this idea in like a week because I no longer care. This stuff is really special to me, and it reminds me of times where I was just starting out. I was just starting this whole journey, and I've had my ups, I've definitely had my downs, but there's just something about this that feels like a warm, fuzzy blanket. It's comforting, and nostalgia is often that. It's not that I miss inherently inferior technology. It's that I miss when my life was a little bit simpler, and I had a direction. I had a heading that I was following. I'm not going to take up any more of your time. I just thought I'd pop on, say hello. I hope you're having a wonderful early holiday season. I know Thanksgiving's not for a bit. Christmas is a little while away, and it's snowing for me. But I hope your season's going well. Also, for those that do want to catch those live streams, we do them Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m., usually until about 9. We try to go for 4 hours. Sometimes it's a little less. On rare occasions, it's more. I gotta go get some work done, and by work, I mean play Red Dead Redemption 1 now that it's out on Steam. Okay? Responsible adult time. Don't stand there and watch me.
Hanging out, playing Nintendo.